Good evening, everyone. I'm Riley King. We are finally back on air after a little technical difficulty and after the big storm that was over us. It is now passing us and moving to the next town. We have a lot of stuff to talk about this evening right here on the Riley King Newscast, so let's begin. Multiple people being rescued for potential submerged vehicles on Beach Street near the JFK Beach Street is closed at Auburn Streets in Manchester. Severe flooding is in Manchester. Also, Manchester police are urging people to refrain from driving in this storm. Deerfield, New Hampshire. Investigation 14 Prescott Road. Odor of burning electrical. Large pop heard. Fire department investigating. 18.00. Hashtag Deerfield, New Hampshire. Manchester officials urging drivers to avoid all city roads because of flooding. Let's take a listen to the video. Okay, that is flooding on Beach Street in Manchester, New Hampshire. Manchester city officials are urging drivers to avoid all city streets Friday evening because of flash flooding. Officials said that crews are working to replace manhole covers and block off flooded areas. Flash flooding waist high in some areas. Residents are urged to use extreme caution. This is a developing story. Stay tuned for updates. Man threatens Wendy's landscaper with gun after grass gets on car, police say. A Lawrence man is facing gun charges after brandishing a gun at a landscaper outside a fast food restaurant, police said. Lawrence police were called to the Wendy's on Hampshire Street at about noon on Thursday for a report of a man threatening another man with a gun. When police arrived at the restaurant, a landscaper told them while he was using a leaf blower, some grass clippings blew into the air onto a black Accord sedan. A man in that car then got into a verbal altercation with the landscaper and brandished a firearm that was tucked into his waistband, police said. The car was located a few minutes later and the driver, identified as Franklin Muellers, 21, was arrested. A firearm was found in his waistband, police said. Lares will be arraigned in Lawrence District Court, charged with assault with a dangerous weapon and other firearm-related charges. Lares is not licensed to carry a firearm, police said. Both remain in critical condition, police say. 2 people who fell from a third-floor porch in Lewiston on Wednesday evening are still in critical condition, police said Friday. Police said the investigation is ongoing, but the fall appears to be an accident. Police identified the pair as Hyundai Muhammad, 31 of Lewiston, and Omar, 41 of New York. Police said Omar may have recently moved to Lewiston. Muhammad and Omar fell Wednesday evening from a porch at 133 Pierce Street. Omar was transferred to Maine Medical Center in Portland. Muhammad is being treated at Central Maine Medical Center in Lewiston. And now let's take a look at your U.S. stock market and see how your U.S. stock market closed for this Friday evening. Your Dow Jones Industrial Average closed in the green and went up. Your Nasdaq closed in the green and went up. S&P 500 closed in the green and went up. CNBC IQ 100 closed in the green and went up. Gold closed in the green and went up. Oil closed in the red and went down. US 10-year closed in the red and went down. Euro/USD closed in the red and went down. And VIX closed in the red and went down. Dow rises more than 100 points as Apple adds to its $1 trillion market cap. The Dow Industrial Average rose on Friday, led by gains in Apple and IBM, as investors probe through newly proposed tariffs on U.S. goods by China and fresh job data. Missing Iowa student's boyfriend. Just image if somebody had taken your Molly. Let's take a listen to the video from ABC News.
Now to the latest on the desperate search for that missing college student in Iowa. Molly Tibbetts vanished more than 2 weeks ago. Now her family is speaking out, raising the reward for her safe return. We will hear from her boyfriend in just a moment. But first, ABC's Alex Perez is in Brooklyn, Iowa, with the latest on this case. Good morning, Alex.
Good morning, Cecilia. This is a small town, tight-knit, and just about everywhere you look, you see posters like this one with Molly's picture. People here are desperate for answers, and they're hoping this increased reward will get someone to come forward. More than 2 weeks after she disappeared during a jog, Molly Tibbetts' family begging for help.
We believe that Molly is still alive, and if someone has abducted her, we are pleading with you to please release her.
The police have remained tight-lipped about the investigation, and the family says they understand why.
They are not sharing information with us because they don't need to share information with someone who might be implicated in this.
Tibbetts was last seen going for a jog in this sleepy Iowa town on July 18th. The 20-year-old was spending the summer at her boyfriend Dalton Jack's apartment. Jack, who is not considered a suspect, was over 100 miles away working a construction job the day Tibbetts disappeared. The two were planning to leave for the Dominican Republic yesterday for his brother's wedding. Last week, her mother telling ABC News that wedding meant the world to Tibbetts.
I'm thinking that that's that August 2nd deadline, where I want to get that little girl and Dalton and Blake and Allie on a plane and, you know, go enjoy yourselves in the Dominican. I can't stand that these people are having a wedding and she's supposed to be the maid of honor.
Jack's brother reportedly suggesting he proposed to Tibbetts, his high school sweetheart, at the ceremony, which has now been postponed. The investigation is ongoing, with authorities focusing on her Fitbit, which could help pinpoint her movements.
Authorities say they have received about 200 tips that they are following up on, and they have about 40 investigators working on this case every day. Cecilia?
Okay, Alex, thank you. And joining us now is...
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. And that does it for the Riley King Newscast right here on the Riley King Network. I hope you all have a great rest of your Friday night, and I'll see you back here tomorrow with another newscast. And I'll have a news report coming up later on this evening. Good night, everyone. Bye.